Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Personal Growth Talks podcast. I'm your host, Jason, and with me is my amazing co-host, Anna. How are you doing today, Anna?
Hi, Jason. I'm doing great, thanks. I'm super excited about today's topic. I think it's something everyone can benefit from: happiness. Who doesn't want more of that, right?
Absolutely. So, for those of you tuning in for the first time, Personal Growth Talks is your go-to podcast for self-improvement, positivity, and all things personal development. And today, we're diving into a really uplifting subject: 8 habits that will bring happiness to your life.
Yes, we'll be talking about simple, everyday habits that can truly transform the way you feel and improve your overall well-being. And the best part is, these habits are easy to start.
Exactly. We're all about practical steps here. So, grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's get into it.
Let's do it! Happiness, here we come.
So, before we dive into the specific habits, let's talk about why habits play such a huge role in happiness. Anna, have you ever thought about how much our daily routines impact how we feel?
Absolutely, Jason. It's amazing how the little things we do every day can either boost our mood or bring us down. Habits are powerful because they shape our lives without us even realizing it.
That's so true. And research shows that our happiness isn't just about those big, life-changing events. It's actually more about those small, consistent actions we take every day.
Right. It's like, if you want to feel happier, healthier, and more fulfilled, you don't need to wait for some big moment. You can start by making small changes in your daily life.
Exactly. And that's where these 8 habits come in. They're simple but effective ways to bring more joy and satisfaction into your life. Plus, once they become part of your routine, they don't feel like work. They just become a natural part of your day.
And we're not just talking about temporary fixes here. These are habits that, when practiced regularly, can lead to long-term happiness and well-being.
That's the key. It's about consistency. So, as we go through each habit, think about how you can start small and build from there. Ready to jump into our first habit?
Let's do it. Habit number 1 is a great one to start with: practicing gratitude.
All right, let's get into the good stuff. These are the 8 habits that can truly make a difference in your happiness. First up, we have practicing gratitude.
Gratitude is such a powerful habit, Jason. When you focus on what you're thankful for, it shifts your mindset from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. It's like a mood booster.
Exactly. Just taking a few minutes each day to reflect on what you're grateful for can really change how you feel. And it's so easy to do, whether it's writing in a journal or just thinking about it on your commute.
Totally. Next, we have regular exercise. Now, I know this one can be a bit daunting for some people, but it's not about running marathons. Even a short walk can release those feel-good endorphins.
Right? It's all about getting your body moving. When you do, you not only feel better physically, but your mental health gets a boost too.
Habit number 3 is mindfulness and meditation. This is all about being present in the moment and calming your mind. With so much going on in our lives, it's important to take a moment to just breathe and be.
Absolutely. Even just a few minutes of mindfulness can help reduce stress and bring a sense of peace. It's a great way to reset during a busy day.
Moving on to quality sleep. Sleep is often underestimated, but it's essential for both our physical and mental health. When you get enough rest, you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day.
Yep. It's not just about the quantity of sleep, but the quality too. Creating a bedtime routine and making your sleep environment comfortable can make a big difference.
Next is one of my favorites, acts of kindness. Doing something kind for others not only helps them but makes you feel happier too. It's a win-win.
That's a great one. Even small gestures like complimenting someone or helping a friend can brighten your day. It's amazing how kindness spreads.
For habit 6, we have pursuing hobbies. Engaging in activities you love can bring joy and satisfaction. It's important to make time for things that make you happy.
Definitely. Hobbies give you something to look forward to and can even help you meet like-minded people. Plus, they're a great way to de-stress.
Number 7 is positive social interactions. Surrounding yourself with supportive and uplifting people can really enhance your happiness.
It's all about connection. Having meaningful conversations and spending time with loved ones can make you feel more connected and supported.
Last but not least, we have lifelong learning. Keeping your mind active by learning new things can bring a sense of accomplishment and excitement.
Yes, whether it's reading a book, taking a class, or picking up a new skill, learning keeps life interesting and fulfilling.
And there you have it, the 8 habits that can bring more happiness into your life. What do you think, Jason? Should we dive deeper into each one?
Definitely. Let's break them down and talk about how our listeners can start incorporating these habits into their daily lives. Now that we've covered the basics of the 8 habits, let's dive deeper into the last 4 habits. These are the ones that can truly make a significant impact on your happiness. Let's kick things off with acts of kindness. Anna, why do you think being kind to others is so powerful?
Oh, Jason, kindness is one of those habits that creates a ripple effect. When you do something nice for someone, you not only make them feel good, but you also get a boost of happiness in return. It's like this natural reward system that feels amazing.
Right? And the best part is, it doesn't have to be anything big. It could be as simple as complimenting someone, holding the door open, or checking in on a friend. Those small acts of kindness can have such a positive impact on both the giver and the receiver.
Absolutely. And kindness also strengthens our social connections. When we're kind to others, it makes people want to be around us more, and that deepens our relationships. Kindness brings people together, and that sense of connection is key to happiness.
That's so true. It's about building positive relationships, and those are a huge part of living a happy life. So, let's encourage our listeners to think of one kind thing they can do today, no matter how small. It will not only brighten someone else's day, but will definitely boost your own happiness too.
Habit number 6 is pursuing hobbies. I think we can all agree that hobbies are a great way to add joy to our lives, right, Jason?
Definitely. Hobbies are like a little escape from the everyday grind. They give you the chance to do something you enjoy, which is essential for boosting your mood. Whether it's painting, writing, playing an instrument, or cooking, hobbies let you tap into your creative side.
Right. And the thing is, hobbies don't have to be something you're already good at. The joy comes from the process, not necessarily from the end result. It's all about making time for something that makes you feel good.
Exactly. And having a hobby is also a great way to unwind and de-stress. In fact, studies show that engaging in activities you love can reduce anxiety and help improve your overall mental health.
Plus, it gives you something to look forward to. If you don't already have a hobby, I encourage you to explore different activities and find something that excites you. It could be anything, from gardening to knitting to playing a sport.
The key is making time for it regularly. Even just 30 minutes a day can make a big difference in your overall happiness.
Habit number 7 is all about the positive social interactions. Jason, we're social creatures, aren't we?
Absolutely. Humans thrive on connection. It's no secret that spending time with people we care about can lift our spirits. But it's not just about being around people. It's about having positive, meaningful interactions.
That's so true. The quality of your social interactions matters more than the quantity. Spending time with people who uplift and support you, whether it's family, friends, or even colleagues, can make a huge difference to your happiness.
Right. And those positive social interactions can come in many forms. Having a heartfelt conversation, sharing a laugh, or simply being present for someone else. All of these things contribute to our sense of connection and well-being.
And let's not forget the importance of maintaining strong relationships. Being kind, listening actively, and showing empathy are all ways to strengthen the bonds we have with others. When we invest in our relationships, we create a solid foundation for happiness.
Definitely. So, I encourage everyone to take a moment today to reach out to someone, whether it's a friend, family member, or even someone you haven't talked to in a while. That small gesture can make both of you feel better.
And finally, we've reached lifelong learning, habit number 8. This one is so exciting because it reminds us that we're never done growing.
I love this one. Lifelong learning is all about keeping our minds active and curious. It's not just about formal education or degrees. It's about constantly seeking new knowledge, whether it's through reading, taking online courses, or even just learning from our experiences.
Exactly. And learning doesn't have to feel like a chore. It can be fun. Whether it's picking up a new skill, exploring a topic you're passionate about, or discovering something new each day, it adds a sense of fulfillment and excitement to your life.
And the beauty of lifelong learning is that it opens up new opportunities. The more you learn, the more possibilities you have for personal growth, career advancement, and even meeting new people who share your interests.
Plus, learning boosts your confidence and sense of accomplishment. When you master something new, it feels amazing. It's a great reminder that we're always capable of improving and growing, no matter where we are in life.
So true. If there's something you've always wanted to learn, why not start now? You don't have to become an expert right away. Just take small steps toward learning something new every day.
And there you have it. The last 4 habits that will help bring more happiness into your life: acts of kindness, pursuing hobbies, positive social interactions, and lifelong learning. These habits are powerful and can truly transform the way you feel day to day.
That's right. These habits are all about taking small actions that, over time, create lasting happiness. So, take what works for you and start incorporating them into your life. Remember, it's all about consistency and progress. Wow, what a great discussion on these 8 habits. To wrap things up, let's do a quick recap of everything we covered today. Hannah, can you remind us of the 8 habits that can bring happiness into our lives?
Absolutely. Here's a quick rundown. 1. Practicing gratitude, taking time to reflect on what you're thankful for. 2. Regular exercise, moving your body to boost both physical and mental health. 3. Mindfulness and meditation, being present in the moment and reducing stress. 4. Quality sleep, getting restful, rejuvenating sleep. 5. Acts of kindness, doing small, thoughtful things for others to spread positivity. 6. Pursuing hobbies, engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. 7. Positive social interactions, connecting with supportive and uplifting people. 8. Lifelong learning, continuously seeking new knowledge and growing personally.
That's right. These 8 habits may seem simple, but when practiced consistently, they can transform your life. Whether it's taking a moment to be grateful each day or making time for a hobby you love, these habits are key to living a happier, more fulfilling life.
And remember, you don't need to make drastic changes overnight. Start small. Pick one habit that resonates with you and begin incorporating it into your daily routine. The key is consistency. It's the little things done regularly that create lasting change.
Absolutely. And it's okay to take your time. Every step you take towards a happier, more balanced life is a step in the right direction. Don't be too hard on yourself if it takes time to build these habits. What matters is that you're taking action.
That's right. So, listeners, we encourage you to reflect on the habits we talked about today and choose one to start with. See how it feels. And remember, this is all about progress, not perfection.
Well said, Anna. And don't forget, happiness is a journey, not a destination. So take the first step and enjoy the process along the way. All right, it's time to hear from you, our amazing listeners. We asked you to send in some questions and thoughts on today's topic, and we've picked a few to discuss. Anna, are you ready?
Absolutely. I love interacting with our listeners. It's always so inspiring to hear your thoughts and questions. So let's get started with the first one.
Our first question comes from Sophie in London. She says, I love the idea of practicing gratitude, but I'm not sure how to start. Any tips?
Great question, Sophie. One simple way to get started is by keeping a gratitude journal. Every evening, write down 3 things you're thankful for, no matter how big or small. It could be anything from a kind word from a friend to enjoying a beautiful sunset. Just start writing, and you'll begin to notice the positive things in your life more often.
I love that. It doesn't need to be complicated. Just make it part of your daily routine. Over time, you'll start to feel more focused on the good things, which will naturally boost your happiness.
Our next question is from Daniel in New York. He asks, I'm really busy with work and family. How do I make time for hobbies when I barely have time for anything else?
That's a common struggle, Daniel. The key is prioritizing time for yourself, even if it's just a small amount each day. You don't need hours. Just 15 or 30 minutes a day can make a big difference. Maybe you could try waking up a little earlier or setting aside time during lunch to engage in something you enjoy. It's all about carving out a little space for yourself.
Exactly. And remember, hobbies don't have to be elaborate. Even reading a chapter of a book or sketching for a few minutes can bring you joy. It's about finding moments in your day that you can dedicate to what makes you happy.
Our final question today comes from Maria in Sydney. She says, I want to practice lifelong learning, but I'm overwhelmed by all the options out there. How do I choose what to focus on?
That's such a great question, Maria. My advice is to start by thinking about what excites you or what you've always wanted to learn. It doesn't have to be a major commitment right away. Start with something small, like reading a book or taking a free online course. It's more about nurturing your curiosity than feeling like you need to master everything at once.
Right. And don't put too much pressure on yourself to be perfect at it. The joy comes from the process of learning, not the end result. Choose something that sparks your interest and go from there. And remember, learning can be anything from exploring a new language to watching documentaries on topics you find fascinating.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's listener questions. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in their thoughts. We love hearing how you're engaging with the podcast and the habits we're sharing.
Yes, thank you all. And remember, if you have any more questions or thoughts, feel free to reach out to us on social media or through our website. We'll try to answer them in future episodes. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode. We hope you found these habits and tips helpful in bringing more happiness into your life. Remember, happiness isn't a destination. It's something we cultivate every day through small, intentional actions.
Exactly. Whether it's practicing gratitude, being kind to others, or making time for your hobbies, every little step counts. So, take it one habit at a time, and don't forget to celebrate your progress along the way.
Thanks again for joining us on this journey of personal growth. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and share it with your friends. We'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback.
Until next time, take care, stay positive, and keep growing. See you in the next episode.
Thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode of Personal Growth Talks podcast. We hope you're feeling inspired to start building those happy habits in your own life.
Remember, happiness is a journey, and you're not alone on this path. Keep moving forward, and we'll be here to support you every step of the way.
Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and feel free to connect with us on social media. Until next time, take care.